Hello, Stockbridge. This is Max Gullickson, and this is Stockbridge Community Television coming to you from 41 Elm Street. And today, in a cold February day, I have with me the town clerk, Maddie Bonadies. Hi, Maddie.
Hi, Max. How are you today?
Good. Thanks for coming on and talking to me.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Now, it may be cold outside, Maddie, but your office is hot.
Hot. That's
you got
correct.
a whole stream of business coming up. Now, unlike last year, where here in 2019 in Stockbridge we had one election, this year you have four.
That's correct.
Maddie, what's the first election for this year?
The first election is March 3rd, and it is for the presidential primary. That happens every 4 years. And we are actually having early voting for this year, so it's going to take place Monday through Friday, February 24th to the 28th, during normal business hours at Town Hall. So Monday will be 8 to 4, Tuesday 8 to 4, Wednesday 8 to 4, Thursday 8 to 8, and Friday 8 to noon. And people can come into Town Hall to vote early.
So you're telling me that even though the date of the election is the 3rd of March, right over here at the Armory, the old Armory, the community center, which is the normal day from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Correct.
But if there's a problem, if people have a problem, your office is going to help them out by having voting all of next week from regular office hours here in the town hall. So folks don't really have an excuse not to vote. They can come here ahead of time if they're not going to be in town and so forth.
That's correct. So if the weather is, they're predicted is going to be bad, or if you just don't want to wait in line at the Armory or the community center, you can just come on in anytime during the week, next week, and you'll be able to vote.
One person, one vote.
That's right.
Maddie, this is a primary. This is a presidential primary.
Correct.
What does that mean?
That means that we have 4 separate ballots. We have a Republican ballot, a Democrat ballot, a Green Rainbow ballot, and a Libertarian ballot.
So they're choosing their candidate for president based on the Democrats are choosing a Democratic candidate, and the Repubs are choosing a Republican, and so forth.
Correct.
And that's what the primary is.
That's right. So
are we part of the Super Tuesday?
We are.
We're one of the, how many, 12 states?
I believe there is 12.
Yeah, so I mean, that day, the country as a whole will know a whole lot.
A whole lot more than they do today.
So after the March election, we have a lot this year. In June,
We do.
every June we have the local election.
Correct, yes.
What's that about? What are we running for there in June?
So that election is June 9th, and it is going to be for town council, school committee, Stockbridge Housing, Stockbridge Redevelopment, and Board of Assessors. And nomination papers are now available, and they'll be available, and you have to return them by April 21st at 5 p.m.
Anybody who's a registered voter in the town of Stockbridge is eligible to run
election.
and serve on one of these important committees?
Absolutely.
I'll bet if they needed more information, Maddie, they could come see you.
They could come see you. They
Julie
could
and
come call.
Evelyn and get
Correct.
the
We
whole
only need
details.
39 signatures, and you'll be on the ballot.
That's it.
That's it.
It's a 3-year term for what, town council, right?
It is.
Most of them.
Most of them.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So really, that's the election that a local could get with, and that's every year.
Yes.
What's going on in September?
September is September 1st.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the state primary, where it's state reps, sheriff. There is one. I'm not sure if it's the governor. I don't believe it's the governor this year, but there's state offices. Correct.
And this just like the primary for the national offices that occurs in March. This is, you're going to choose the Democrat and the Republican candidate. Right. And then in November, we have not only the final election for president, we also have all those state offices that were decided in September.
Right, and possibly questions. They haven't come out to say what questions are actually going to be on the ballot, but there'll possibly be questions on that November ballot.
There may be a petition to put questions on that ballot also in November.
Yes.
November's crazy, huh?
November will be crazy.
Is November, Maddie, is that the busiest one of all of your elections?
Yes.
Does that have the biggest turnout?
Yes, November presidential.
Presidential election in November.
Correct.
Awesome. Yeah.
And so then we're also getting ready with this. Obviously, the annual town census has gone out.
Yeah.
Dog licenses are available. And then come March, which will be next month, the federal census is going to be taking place. People will be receiving notification for that. That's not us as a town, but it's the federal census. They do that every 10 years.
Margaret Morrissey, the librarian, was on the other day telling me how important that is.
It is very important.
Yeah. So, I mean, for any kind of grants and aid the town may, we need to show that we have the people here.
Right, correct. And representatives and Congress and legislative, all that too.
Well, Maddie, this is exciting.
No,
I mean, it must be fun to be the clerk when there's all this going on.
It's definitely not a dull moment, that's for
A
sure.
little hair-raising, too, and
Yeah,
interesting.
it is a little
I mean, you're
nerve-wracking.
managing a whole lot of moving parts, Maddie.
We are, especially with early voting for November will take place as well, and it'll be the last 2 weeks in October.
You're going to do the same thing where you'll open up a room in town hall during regular hours so that those folks that can't be here for the actual day can come early, one vote, one person.
Correct.
And still have their voice counted.
That's correct.
All right,
Yes.
well, you guys are bending over backward to get people to vote, man.
We are. Let's
Yeah.
get out there. Everybody go out and vote.
So everyone should just go out and vote.
Absolutely.
Maddie, thanks for coming on. Some of this stuff is a little confusing, but I think that we clarified a little bit. First one in the March 3rd, and then 3 more after that for
Yep.
this year. A lot of opportunity for folks to get out and exercise their democratic right as Americans to go make their voice heard.
That's right. Come out and vote.
All right, Maddie, thanks for coming on.
And thank you for having me. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Folks, thanks for watching Southbridge Community Television. This is Max. I'm here with Maddie, you all know and love, the town clerk, and she has just described to you what it takes to go vote in the town of Southbridge. And I hope that all of you take the time, the many opportunities that you have available to go ahead and make your voice heard and do your democratic duty and get on downtown and vote for your favorite candidate. Thanks for watching Southbridge Community Television, and we will see you again next time. Thank you. Thanks, Maddie.
Thanks, Max.